So we back out finally. I said had a few little issues on the bike, but we are finally back outside. Literally had the exhaust explode on me, cracked in 2 different places. All the headers broke off from the collector and stuff, and then then the mount sheared halfway. So got all that welded back up, and it's Christmas Eve and we're back outside. So giving it a little test run before the new year gets here. Gonna run down to Smithfield for a minute, go over do a little bit of shopping, and then hopefully come back down, and maybe I'll get time to run out in the deer stand. Be kind of nice to shoot a deer tonight, but we'll see. Not necessarily in a rush. It's 3 o'clock, so I'd be back at 5, so I don't think that's gonna happen. I don't see myself getting back. Maybe tomorrow. Tomorrow night I should be good for it. Honestly, I'm just kind of glad that I actually get a chance to get out and ride, because I've been riding a dirt bike and a little scooter I got around just to scratch the itch, but nothing beats getting out on the actual road. Letting it eat. Sheesh. I always forget just how much grunt this got, especially that I put new clutches in it, and for whatever reason they grab quite a bit more. I think it's probably the fluid, because I'm of the opinion that when you put fluid in it, you don't ever change the fluid until you change out your clutches. Now, some people will say you change it or whatever, but I made a mistake last time. I put a different type of fluid when I flushed it. It's like I'll flush it every other oil change. And I used the wrong kind of fluid. Whatever you're using to break the clutches in and do the first time, you should definitely stick with the same fluid. Plenty hot. I probably don't want to be flying down 95. Not today, at least. Generally, holidays are a no-go. I tend to stay off the road most of the time, but I needed to get outside today. Get a little bit of ride time in. Woo. Let the bike get warm up. Get out and eat a little bit. Said I'm a little bit low on the tire pressure, just because it's been sitting and I didn't pump it back up. I checked it, it's like maybe 4 psi off, so I'm not real worried about it. Gotta get a good idea to get a little bit of a different feel, a lower pressure. way I duck my head, it's the viewpoint stays the same or somewhat closer. Like I'm just kind of having to look down or slouch down to avoid the sun. I don't know if that's any better or not. Check your on ramps on 95 because they like to be sneaky. Ever since they took the rooster off the water tower, Wilson ain't never been the same. They got it sitting out at the fairgrounds. It used to be at the top of the water tower up there. They didn't name their baseball team the Wilson Whirligigs, but they missed a perfectly good opportunity there. They moved a lot of the Whirligigs, restored them. They brought them downtown to the Whirligig Park, and it used to be Acid Park before the city got a hold of it. I mean, a lot of things have changed, at least here at Wilson. But it is not the same town that I grew up in. Like, it's gotten a lot bigger. very glad I put my coveralls on for this. Like, I'll probably put the jacket on for a ride home. But it's a little nippy. It's not it's borderline like hoodie weather. It's like 45-ish. Like I got my light gloves on, so it's not like cold, but it's definitely not warm. Like I said, between the vest, the coveralls, and the hoodie, my chest is good. My arms are a little bit cold, so I'm gonna swap to my heavy jacket on the way back. The one thing I hate about this time of the year, like by the time I get out and start to ride, the sun's already going down because I don't do mornings. And yeah, it's one of those things that ain't my favorite. The short afternoons make my day get like really, really short. Like my normal schedule is like 10 a.m. to 3 a.m. is pretty much when I'm awake. The rest of the time I'm knocked out. And not being a morning person, I'm not a fan of the short afternoons. Yeah, my hands are getting a little, well, not my forearms looks cold. My hands are perfectly fine. A little bit of wind chill on like the back part of my wrist is it's icy. I don't know if you can see, but like that line right there on the left side, it's wet. So later tonight, that's gonna be ice. I said the last week or a half or whatever have been like really cold. And I got so much for chilling. We're rolling today. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Might need to go down 301 and on the way home. Well, yeah, I'm pretty sure I'm going to go down back that way. At the very least, I'm going to cut off at 42 or whatever. This could be a pretty good stress test. Woo! I could have totally split that, but we're not here to be a dickhead. Well, splitting is not exactly it's a gray area here in North Carolina. It's very much frowned upon, but it's not technically illegal, but nor is it legal. Like, there's no provision in the law for it at all. So, yeah, a lot of times it would just be like failure to maintain lane or whatever. Because you can't have two vehicles in the same lane or established in the same lane. You can't have two motorcycles established in the same lane. Like, side-by-side riding is legal. But, yeah, it's one of those things that, I'm pretty sure going at like 90 mile an hour to split lane it's not even legal in Cali, even though they do it. can hear valves, like you know your exhaust is not right. Like you just know. Like you should not be hearing valves. Especially because I got roller rockers in this bike and the valve train's really flat. So I know if I can hear the valve train, something is very wrong. And I was worried I had like a loose push rod or something was tapping, but nah, just the exhaust was bad. I can live with that. Stop on 95. If you know, you know. This bike likes to rev. It's set up for about that sweet spot, about 30, 35. A bit quieter with an exhaust on it. So this is not bad. Woo! Yeah, baby. Is that just a little short 6-gear roll-on? So smooth, like I'm glad I did a lot of maintenance on it. Chill out. Traffic's not bad today. I guess most people that are traveling traveled over the weekend would be my assumption. Like Friday, Saturday. I mean, that's probably what I would have done. Either that or I would have traveled down like Christmas Day or something. Avoided it. Luckily, I live next to my family, so I don't really have to do much other than wake up in the morning and go across the road. The waking up part is the hard thing. I'm not a morning person. I think I'm like, what, 3 exits, 3 more exits. Nothing says Christmas present like a brand new gun. Always makes everybody's day better. The traditional North Carolina car broke down on the side of the interstate. It'll be there for a couple months until either they go over there and the people fix it, or I guess they'll tow it after a certain amount of time. But it's like you tag it, put a white t-shirt hanging out in the window or anything to let them know that you're coming back. As long as you do that, they ain't gonna tow it. If you don't mark it, they'll tow it. But if it's marked as going to be retrieved just by hanging something out of the window, they'll let it sit and sit and sit. Really enjoying this little ride. I didn't know how bad I needed this. Woo! Yeah, there's the campers. So you got, some people are still traveling, but for the most part, like, it is shut down. Enterprise, like, I'm sure when I get to the outlets, it's going to be, like, stupid. Like, I'm 100% sure it's going to be retardedly stupid. But, luckily, I don't intend to do a lot of shopping at the outlet. I might pop in and look. But I wasn't really planning on doing a whole lot down here. If it's not like packed out, or it looks like it's pretty decent, I might slide by and see if I pick up something. I've literally done 0 Christmas shopping. Let's see what else. Yeah, I still got to get a propane regulator, so I got to look for that on the way home. Hopefully, everything's still open. Seem like it's too busy. I guess everybody just, it's a little chilly. I guess everybody's just staying inside. Not that I blame them. I mean, that was kind of my plan for the whole week.